Coach Stephen Arnold here, and in today's video we're going to look at protein, which is the best kind of protein, which is the best brand of protein, and which product should you buy. So we're going to give you a little bit of a rundown of the different types of protein, and then we're going to give you some recommendations at the end. So nowadays we're looking at hydrolyzed protein, protein isolate, protein concentrate, protein casein. Hydrolyzed is supposed to be the fastest absorbing, isolate then the next fastest absorbing, concentrate, and then casein being the slowest absorbing protein. Hydrolyzed protein is this new product that's out on the market, fairly new, only in recent years, and it's supposed to be faster absorbing than an isolate. And the difference is so marginal, it's never worth paying the extra money. So they ramp the price up by like 20%, and it absorbs like this much faster. So it's just never worth worrying about hydrolyzed, just forget about that one. Isolate is ideal for post-workout training because as soon as you finish training, you want to get those nutrients into your bloodstream as fast as possible. But unless you're an aspiring pro athlete or a high-end amateur athlete, it's not really worth paying the extra money again. It's like, it is the fastest absorbing and it is the best product, but it's also the most expensive. Concentrate, you don't see a lot of this on its own, and casein, you can buy this on its own. This is what we use at the end of the day when we're going to bed, before we go to bed, so we're getting those slow absorbing proteins that prolong throughout the night. So that's an ideal thing to take at the end. And then also you do find nowadays products, you find protein blends, which are a blend of everything, and these tend to be the best value for money. So personally, I haven't used a post-workout shake for over 2 years. I just buy a protein blend and I just use it for like my protein oats and stuff like that, but I don't worry about a post-workout shake. The best thing you can do for protein is achieve adequate levels throughout your nutritional strategy throughout the day. So if you achieve adequate protein levels throughout the day, that's going to be enough for you, unless you are a high-end athlete, and then you do want to be getting those proteins and those amino acids into your bloodstream as soon as possible, straight after training. So with all that information and with all the different brands and labels and different quotes and claims that you see on these protein tubs, which is the best one to do? Well, like I said, most of my clients won't even have protein prescribed to them unless they're a high-end amateur athlete or a pro athlete. Then they're not really going to have any. But the one that I use at the moment, I'm just using a very basic form of 100% whey protein. Actually, that's not a whey protein, that's a plant protein, but it's just 100% pure plant-based protein. And the most important thing to do is make sure you're getting good value for money. So this was like $65 for a kilo, and that's, you don't need to buy anything more expensive than that. But the most important thing is to look on the back. Now, the nutritional information here will tell you how many grams of protein there are per serve and how many grams of carbohydrates. And this is what you want to look at, because if you're trying to lose weight, you want to make sure that your protein powder has a very low carbohydrate and a very low calorie content. If you're trying to gain weight, then obviously you want to make sure it's the opposite. You want to make sure that your protein powder has a higher calorie content and a higher carbohydrate content, allowing you to get into that caloric surplus. So just be careful which one you buy. Make sure you're getting the right one with the right amount of carbohydrates in. If you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to have a serve of protein with 40 grams of carbs with it. But ignore all the labels, ignore all the flashy claims. Just go out there and buy a pure 100% plant-based protein or 100% whey protein-based protein powder. That's all you need, no flashy gimmicks. And just make sure it tastes nice. All right, guys, I hope that's helped you out. If you do have any questions, just feel free to get in touch with me.